Fab, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about classic bags. That are not Louis Vuitton, not Chanel and not Dior. I talk a lot about the above brands because they are the ones that everyone seems to want to know about, and they are really well known for doing their classic bags. But actually there are other really amazing designers out there producing really classic pieces time and time again, and I just wanted to share some of my favourites of those. The reason I like to talk about classic bags is number one, because they make a better investment. If you're buying a trend-led item, if you go to try and sell that in 5 years time and it hasn't been produced for 4 years, you're going to really struggle to get any sort of value back on your item. And secondly, because I do believe if you're spending $1,000, $2,000 more on a handbag, you really want to love that for years and years and years. And by opting for a classic design, the chances are it's still going to be in production in 5, maybe 10 years time, especially for something like the Chanel Classic Flap. So without further ado, let's kick off. And the first designer that I want to talk to you about is Bottega Veneta, and you'll probably recognize I talk about that often on this channel, but it is just the most elegant, understated, timeless brand, and the leather that they use is absolutely amazing. It's all made from strips of very delicate leather, and you'll recognize the style of these bags. And actually it's not either of these bags that I want to talk to you about today. Is actually their Cabot tote bag, and I don't have one in, but it is one of their most classic designs, and it is timeless, it's elegant, and I'm going to flash some pictures up here for you to have a little look at. But Thomas Mayer, when he joined the brand in 2001, actually introduced this bag, and it's made from hundreds of woven leather pieces, and it takes an artisan 2 days to make, and that's why it does come with a rather hefty current price tag of around $5,850. This has gone up in value since it first was produced. I couldn't find the original value when it was released in 2001, but I did find one for 2007 and 2008, which was around £4,800. So you can see that the price does creep up, and actually if you do opt for a limited edition version, the prices can go up as much as $9,000. I have to say that something like a Bottega bag, when we come to resell it, I have found that they just don't hold the same value as something like an LV or a Chanel. We just don't have the second-hand demand there that there is for those other brands. But if it's something that you're buying for yourself to keep forever, then I just think it's such a beautiful, timeless option. I think it's beautiful if you're traveling. I think it's great if you're working, and actually the beauty of them as well is they're not too heavy because they're just such light, good quality leather. The next bag I wanted to talk to you about was actually an it bag, and it's not very often that a typical it bag actually has the longevity of something like a classic, but this one really seems to have made it onto the classic list, and that is the Balenciaga City bag. We today have, actually you can see I've got one there in the pink, one there in the yellow, got this absolutely gorgeous clutch bag, and these are turning into really quite timeless pieces. As I say, they were first produced 19 years ago. Can't believe it's 19 years since 2000, that's so scary. And I think the fact that they've been produced in various colours, various styles, various sizes has kept them feeling really, really fresh. I think also the fact that they're not really logo driven, and they're really quite understated, so someone might not necessarily know that this is a designer bag if they're kind of not in the fashion world. So yeah, my next option for a classic that isn't Chanel, LV or Dior is very much a Balenciaga City bag. The final bag that I wanted to talk to you about was actually the Celine box bag. This was seen a little bit later than the other two bags that I have talked about. This was first produced in 2011, but since then we've seen it in a variety of different colours. We've seen it in various skins, and it's kind of just ticking all those same boxes as the other ones I've talked about. It's understated, it's not got heavy branding on it, and it's just very sleek, very timeless and very chic. The price for these Celine box bags at the moment in 2019 is £2,850, and they are seen in, as I say, various different colours. Wishing you a safe and wonderful week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys!